All right, Len Martez get a chance to talk to Jordan Whitehead, the safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hey, Jordan, good to talk to you first off. You're getting ready to play your third preseason game, but let me take you back to last year. You started 11 games last year, your rookie season. What were your expectations coming in? Did you expect to play that much?
Coming in, I was just thinking, come in, do what I had to do, special teams, I had behind Chris Conti and Justin Evans, so my role was just be a team player and a special teams role. If you're not a starter, you're a special teams player. So that's what I started off doing. I got one rep, I think it was the New Orleans game, the first game of the season, and then Chris had an injury, so the second game of the season, and that's when I came in for like a half. I played a half, and the same with the next game, the Steelers game, I played like a half. And then from that, I kind of took the stride and was starting a couple games. But my expectations, everybody wants to start, but you got to be real. And, you had two great safeties last year, and I was just really didn't know what to expect. So as the season went on, I kind of get more comfortable and more comfortable. And now here we are.
You mentioned Justin Evans. As far as Justin Evans is concerned, unfortunately, he's haven't been able to get on the field right now. Mike Edwards, a rookie, comes in alongside free safety. You play strong safety. What's changed for you with not having your guy Justin Evans alongside you?
Last year when I was coming in, it was like I didn't know who I was going to be with. We had injuries last year, so I was playing with a lot of guys last year too. But yeah, Justin's a great player to play with back there. He's rangy, he's vocal, like a leader on the defense. Without him, it's kind of like I just miss we haven't been up with each other on the field for a while. So definitely ready to get a feeling back with Justin out there. Hopefully when he gets a speedy recovery, he'll be back soon, ready to go. We got a lot of great safeties right now, and it's a lot of competition, and we're all working hard.
You've been described as a downhill safety. When you hear that, what does that mean to you? And are you okay with that description?
Oh yeah, that's what I like. I like contact. I don't shy away from contact. I ain't the biggest safety, but I definitely feel like I'm strong. I got a lot of heart. So it's just the defense that we play now. This is really got to be downhill. The strong safety has to be downhill player, and that's my big role, and I love playing that role.
Speaking of going up, playing downhill and playing against some big guys, inside this locker room, you go, when the final three, if 53 is done, you actually go up against some pretty good guys when it comes to O.J. Howard and Mike Evans.
Oh, yeah.
So when you talk about those two big guys, describe what it's like going up against those guys.
So as a strong safety, I guard the tight end a lot, and O.J., guarding O.J. is, man, he's a receiver with a six body, huge receiver, There's not a lot of tight ends that can move, that's that big, that can move like OJ, have hands like OJ, and he can block. So, we got Cam, too. He's another great tight end that'll go against Tanner, O'Clair. They're all great tight ends that give me a lot of work every day. You can't forget about them because they do a lot of dirty work in the trenches, and then they pass catching. And then with Mike, he's outside a lot. But when the corner's going against him, I get to go against him a couple times, and I say he's the best receiver in the league, Coming in last year, I didn't really I knew Mike Evans, but going against him and seeing him every day, you really could tell this is a top receiver in the NFL.
When we think about 2019, I know what you want to do as far as the team's concerned. You obviously want to be on a winning football team. You want to make the playoffs, something that hasn't happened here lately. But as far as Jordan Whitehead's concerned, what do you want to happen in 2019 for you?
For just myself, goals, I'm really not into all the accolades. That's going to come with winning, So when we're winning, that means everybody on the field is doing their job. Everybody's doing good. Just one thing I didn't get last year was an interception, and, defense as a whole didn't get a lot of turnovers. So that's one thing we're proud of ourselves in right now is getting a lot of turnovers. So one thing I want to do is turn the ball over, fumbles, interceptions. That's just my goal this year.
And you're expecting to have that with this new system to be able to get that turnover and for you and other guys in the secondary?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Interceptions don't just come from the defensive backs. The D-line getting pressure, the linebackers doing their job. And I think we're all kind of coming together this year. So a little bit more than last year, just as right now, as early as it is. And we're doing a lot of great things on the practice field every day.
He's number 31, Jordan Whitehead, likes being described as a downhill safety. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.